and then you now that's what up, what's good, YouTube? It's your girl Aries, and I'm back with another video. I'm gonna be real. If I look orange to y'all and I look like a red ass Oompa Loompa, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm really trying to work on this lighting. And it's like it's only one place in my apartment I like to sit to record, and that's here at the bar. So, island bar, whatever. So, it's the only place I like to record. And it's hard to get my lighting right. So, I feel like I look super duper orange right now, but I don't know how it's gonna come off on the screen. You know? Anyway, what's up, what's good, fam? It's your girl Aries, and I'm back with another video. Now, today, as you all know, I'm very open, I'm very transparent about being bipolar. It was something I used to be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed anymore. There's no reason for me to be ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. It's life. It's what it is. It's not something I can control. It's not something I say, oh, let me be bipolar. Shit, it happened. But I realized, especially dealing with people and talking with people, just even within dating or making friends, people really don't know what bipolar means. And then people, like on shows and movies and stuff, tend to use bipolar really wrong. Like, they be like, oh, she's so bipolar. Like, bipolar means that you just, and then you, No, that is not what the fuck that means. You do not do all that. It's not that. It's serious, don't get me wrong. It's very serious. But your moods don't just switch at the drop of a dime. That is not what being bipolar means. And I see a lot of channels to speak on mental illness, what bipolar means, what it is. And I decided, well, I'm gonna go ahead, but I'm gonna do it in layman's terms. I'm gonna do it in hood terms. Basically, not even hood, just simple shit. So we're not gonna use a whole lot of big words, but I am gonna break it down. Bipolar, basically, if I'm looking over, y'all already know me, I try to be organized, so I do have my notes. So I'm looking over from my notes. And I must love y'all, because I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to do these notes. But bipolar disorder is a disorder, and it's associated with episodes of mood swings ranging from depression to mania. It's chronic. It can last for years or lifelong. There is no cure, but you can be treated for it. And you can live a normal life from what I've been told. Right now, I'm going to be honest, my life is not as normal as I would like it to be, being bipolar. I haven't got to that even killed space yet. So I'm still working on that, but I just started taking my meds too. So it's not like I've been on meds for 3 years and I'm still flaking out. No, I just started taking my meds literally like a week ago. Okay, I'm flipping y'all. It used to be called manic depression. So when I first got diagnosed, I was a teenager and they said I was manic depressive, and I'm like, okay, didn't know what it meant. I didn't know. Nobody explained it, so okay, whatever. And now it's called being bipolar. There are 3 major types of bipolar, but there are also subcategories, sub-illnesses, and all of that. And I'm going to break each one down. This is not my last video on being bipolar or the manias or the depression or, you know, the type of bipolar there is. This is not my last video. I'm going to do a series of videos, honestly, on this topic and on any other mental health topic you want me to do. So if you got a mental health issue, or you know somebody with a mental health issue, or you just want to learn about a mental health issue, just say, hey, Aries, look, leave it in the comments, because y'all do not be commenting, and I really appreciate when you comment. It helps me interact with you guys. Maybe I don't have 1,000 or 100,000 subscribers, but the ones I do have, you guys can connect with me. I always respond back, always. But going back to what I was saying, there are 3 types of bipolar. The first one is bipolar 1. That's me. Now, it's defined by Manic episodes lasting at least 7 days or more. And you can also have this depressive episodes that last at least 2 weeks. Now, when they say mania, you can also have mixed episodes, which means you're manic and depressed at the same time. Now, when they say manic, it is kind of like all over the place. I ain't gonna lie. I'm wired. I'm going. I'm doing. I'm moving super fast. Sometimes I'm talking super fast. My mind is racing super fast. And unfortunately, and I'm gonna touch on this when I talk about bipolar 1, you can have situations where you do what is called elope, and you just leave. I can literally get in my car right now and drive to another city, get on a bus, get on a plane, and go to another city, and it's completely normal for me. It's completely all right with me. It's not okay, but in my mind it is, and I've done that before. That is how I ended up in Texas. Honestly, I was the most manic I had ever been in my life, and honey, my brain said go to Texas. I don't know why it said go to Texas. I knew I had an ex there, but that wasn't a factor. I had a couple people I knew there, but that kind of was a factor, but it wasn't. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I hope I ain't spitting. But, okay. The next one is bipolar 2. Now, bipolar 2 is the opposite of bipolar 1. Whereas instead of having manic episodes, you have more depressive episodes. You're more depressed. You can have hypomanic episodes. What that means is you're a little hyper from time to time. You get a little wired, but you never go into full-blown mania where they got to put you in the hospital. They got to, start you on meds immediately because you're just flipping out. You're doing things that a normal person or you even wouldn't normally do. And a lot of people need to understand, a lot of times these people are manic and stuff, they don't remember. So don't be like, oh, you did and you said and da-da-da. We don't fucking remember what we did or said. So if we remembered, we wouldn't do it. If we could remember, we would apologize. But if you said we did it, okay, maybe we did. But we weren't ourselves. So don't sit there and jump down our throats. And then you got the third one, which is Psychothymia Disorder, which is called it's also Psychothymic Disorder. And it's periods of hypomanic symptoms as well as periods of depressive symptoms lasting for at least 2 years in adults, a year in children and adolescents. However, the symptoms do not meet the diagnostic requirements for a hypomanic episode or a depressive episode. So what it's basically saying is they use what's called DSM. And it is what therapists use, psychiatrists. It's like the holy grail in the mental health profession, mental health field. And it helps you, therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists, be able to diagnose different mental illnesses in people. And you have to meet a certain criteria to be considered that. Just like if you had diabetes, you would have to meet a certain criteria to be considered diabetic. But you could be borderline diabetic, or you could be right at that level where you might be becoming diabetic, but you're not quite there. That would be the psychothymic thing. So like I said, I'm going to do a whole series of these. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm definitely going to do a whole series, and I'm going to go in depth. And I'm even going to tell you how I feel being bipolar. But I just wanted to give you a general assessment of what, being bipolar is, just from a person that is not a medical professional. I'm just a person that goes through it, so you'll know. Which is a lot of channels out here like that, but I want to help my people. This is what I'm trying to do to help. I love you guys, I really do. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining my fam. Thank you for being a part of this journey. I love you guys to death, and I will holler at you in the next video. Mwah!